October 31, 2019. This is issue 991 of the transmissions of energy and information coming through the Omega Communications portal. Hello, Lani speaking to you, and I open my awareness and expand the energy link that we all exist in, that pattern of energy, and together we're holding energy for the planet and around the planet, and of course for ourselves as an individual. So these connections in these transmissions allow each of us to release the load or the patterns that exist in our daily lives, and to make the transition very easily and completely into being aware that we are present together in the receiving area of the station of light. Some of you may see this as a very big vessel existing in space. Some of you may sense it is just a dimensional field in space. Whatever becomes apparent to you will assist you in this process of expanding your field of understanding, of realization, and reconnecting back to who you truly are, the essence of you. And this is the way we begin this session today. Beloved, we welcome you into this space at this time. This is Aurum delivering this aspect of the message to you. And in this aspect, in the deliverance to you, in the aspect of you that is here, you are enfolded in a field of frequency, of energy, which allows you to realize any layers of resistance you have, and also to acknowledge that within you already is the full understanding of your purpose and of the interaction of the galactic beings who come forward around you, and even the understanding of moving into this collection point of the station of light. All of this is known to you. You also know that at a particular dimensional intersection of experience, there will be released in you the pattern that allows you to see the higher states of existence, the livingness, the energy placements which you have known about and have experienced in some earlier transmission sessions where you were moving consciously into those areas called the crystalline cities of light. And again, this is a dimension in existence, already existing, and in some aspects of you are already existing in that. So the purpose of these sessions is to orient yourself into that higher aspect of you existing in the pattern of civilization which was and is established already for the major population on Earth. So this period that you are experiencing, this phase, is a transition state helping you to adjust to the spectrum of light which allows the shift to occur. You are ready. We understand your feelings that you are ready. Alongside your readiness and all of the preparation that you have experienced, willingly or unconsciously, is the pattern of assistance, and this relies on your intention, but it also relies on the dimensional intersections. The dimensional intersections we refer to affect much of your levels of perception, and at times when you are moving into your sleep states and moving out of your sleep states, you may experience some of those higher existential existences, the presence of them and the presence of yourself in them, and your interaction with many of the other beings present there. The dimensional intersections are also present throughout many different timelines, if we call them time spaces, pockets of experience. And it is in this way that many of the other evolved galactic beings come forward to clear and maintain the clearness of many of these dimensional intersections in which exist portals to travel through and beyond time as you measure it into different realities. This is not meant to confuse you. This is also part of the process of preparing you for the sudden perception that you are living in a different appearance than what you have been used to or what you have created to your physical reality senses. There are different layers to those senses which relate to the different dimensional levels of activity and presence. So, the purpose of this is to explain to you the many variations of existence which are around you. You must realize that within you as an individual, there is already the encoding for your relocation into the dimensional framework reality that is the appropriate one for you. So already you feel the pull to that, and you will have your moments where you feel you are in that absolute perfect moment of standstill and expansion into a different world. So moving back to this, the preparation that you receive when you enter states such as you participating in this session and in this state out of the physical time reality, you are again moving closer into that intersection of dimensional time and process to enable this expansion and revelation to occur. In this state also, we remind you that you are in the presence of the Council of Light, which comes together in this space, particularly for the purpose of communicating with you as a gathered group drawn into the space. And of course you are always focused on as an individual presence here. And if you experience for the moment what you are receiving between the utterance of the words given in this moment, again you will perceive the communication and the contact with these beings. As an individual, you have a connection with an aspect of the Council of Light. In this way, many people refer to councils of light as many different ones. Present here is the multidimensional aspect of them that relates to you and what is required for you. Again, therefore, there may be experiencing in you shifts and changes. As it were, it could be likened to releasing a layer of skin, replacing it with new formation. You may also experience the sense of being stripped down of all of the flesh and blood components of you, perhaps down to the skeletal form, which again dissolves into the appearance as pure energy structure. And when you experience this deconstruction to this point, you connect into the original creative pattern arising from the energetic DNA processing, and thus you are being reconstructed into the form that will exist, into the dimensional reality that you are destined for. You will be aware that this reconstruction of you will go through all of your reality back to where your present physicality is living. Major adjustments. So be aware that many of the appearances and sensations within you physically, emotionally and mentally relate to this greater shift. And the assistance is given to you and the reminder is given to you to always maintain your conscious connection with your highest evolved self, that aspect of source creation, with this pure evolving aspect of the codes within you. There is a continuation of the presence of beings coming around Earth Station, because this is an important transition time. And the shift, or the ascension, as you understand that to be, of the Earth pattern has an effect throughout the particular galaxy that planet Earth is within. Attention is also given to the other planetary stations within this galaxy. It's a major shift, and conscious participation in it has increased with the presence of beings around you and around Earth Station. Be aware of the pattern of light that connects it all together. And you may also be aware of the deconstruction of some of the patterns that had been forthcoming and set. In your language you speak about having a mindset. In other words, a fixed mind. And what is required is to be curious, to expand that conscious mind into the field of your own highest self-consciousness, which connects into this overall system of light. And in this way you are moving outside of the presence of the ones in the mindset having a different focus. So this is a way for you to understand the perspectives that people have, some of which have been, they have been fully trained to participate in activities which detract from the highest evolutionary processes that you engage in to do with this altered pattern of frequency that you have been experiencing, to enable you to realize you are a conscious being of light, connected into that aspect of creation, experiencing change, experiencing the shift into upliftment, ascension. In this state where you are present with us, you have already ascended into this aspect, and you would be aware of the greater communication link, harmony between all individuals present here. There is also the continuation of the welcoming into the space of those who are new to this staging process of adjustment. And this is a vehicle for this to occur as we observe the patterns changing around you. Take all of this into you as I bring your awareness back to the receiving area in this station of light. You have gathered in the necessary information for you to relate to what is happening in your recent experiences. And this, of course, is part of the preparation for you. In this moment, you will be experiencing a greater alignment throughout your entire systems. And as we observe this in the aspect of you present here, we withdraw, arm out. Thank you, Aurum. This is Lani again. I'm also aware of a great number of beings present with us. And there's a sense of excitement, joy, as they examine you and share their sense of joy with you, of the pattern. Take it into you in this way. Usually there are so many here that there is not one individual comes forward unless they have a specific assignment with you as part of the process presented in this particular session. They are with you. Now bring the awareness of this back to connect into your current physical form. Remember the process of the deconstruction and the reconstruction. Resurrection comes to mind. The resurrection of the correct energy pattern for the physical form, so that that higher essence of you uses that more strongly or correctly, and it connects you into the whole galactic network. It's like a gravitational pull into the greater expanded existences and dimensions, bringing Earth into the conscious connection with that higher evolved state. It's like seeing a light switch turned on that illuminates Earth completely. And because you are here on Earth, it's the same process occurring for you. So this was the session today, and it's with joy in my beingness that I share with you. And I now end this session through the Omega Communications portal, with thanks to every aspect of creation involved in presenting this to you. All of the beings involved, and you, and the highest aspects of you, and you as you are present now who came forward to participate in this session. Thank you.